let's review problems with inequalities. And so this problem is going to be like example 15 on the in-class review for the comp exam. The directions are going to say something along the lines of solve the inequality, draw the answer on a number line, or sketch the answer on a number line, write the answer in interval notation. So here's a problem that's like number 15. It's got 6 minus 4x is greater than or equal to 18. So we're going to try and get x alone by itself on the left-hand side of our inequality. So let's get rid of the 6 that's over here with the term that has x. So this 6 is just a constant. It doesn't have x with it, so we'll move it first. These are going to cancel. That leaves us negative 4x is greater than or equal to, and 18 minus 6 is 12. Now we need to divide by the number that's being multiplied by x. And so we're going to have to divide by negative 4 on both sides. Caution, danger, warning. As soon as we divide by a negative, or if we were to multiply an inequality by a negative, we have to remember that we have to reverse the order. We have to flip the inequality. So on my next line, when I work out that negative 4x divided by negative 4 gives me x, I'm going to turn my inequality around. So now I've got 12 over negative 4. That means 12 divided by negative 4 because fractions imply division. And so 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. So this is the solution. I'm going to put that up here as my solution to this. The next part, I am to graph it. And so that means I need to make a number line. And number lines start at negative infinity. If we kept going forever on this side, we'd get to negative infinity. Over here, if we kept going, we'd get to infinity. The number we're most interested in, we've got down here, is a negative 3. So we're going to find negative 3 on our number line that you're going to have to draw. It's not going to be there for you. You're going to have to draw this. We're going to find negative 3, and since we put the x in front on the left-hand side, this little symbol right here, our less than symbol, is telling us which way we need to go from negative 3. So starting at negative 3, it's pointing to the left. We need to go to the left, and any number that's to the left of negative 3 is going to work for us. So at the negative 3, since we've got the less than or equal to, we're going to be able to use negative 3. Now in high school you probably learned to put a circle and to color that in, but here in this class what they prefer that you use is to use either a parentheses or you're going to use a bracket. You would use a parentheses if we're able to use that number. If we don't want to include that number. But if we're able to include the number, then we're going to put a bracket at that number. So are we including the negative 3? We are, because we've got the equal to sign, less than or equal to. So we're going to include the negative 3. So at negative 3, instead of a closed circle, we will put a bracket. Now our last part says to write it in interval notation. That means we're going to show somebody what numbers they're allowed to use as an answer, where they can pick their numbers to get an answer for this. And so if you hold your hand up to it, you can kind of make that interval. We're starting at negative infinity and going to negative 3. So our interval, since we read from left to right, we're going to write our numbers from left to right. The first number I come to on the left, where I am including my answers, everything over here works, is negative infinity. And the last number that I am going up to is a negative 3. So I'm going to put a parentheses at negative infinity because we always use parentheses for infinity. And then I'm going to put this same symbol, the brace, over here at negative 3. So this lets somebody know that they can choose any number that's between negative infinity and negative 3, and they can even choose negative 3 if they want to, and it would make this a true, it would make this statement true over here.